countenance, which is Solomon. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. For thy love is better than wine. Because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee.
Now, people read this and they think this is some love story between Solomon and some of them women that he had. But this is actually the Lord and his church. He said, read that second verse again.
Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine.
Go ahead, read.
Because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth.
Go ahead.
Therefore do the virgins love thee.
He said, therefore do the virgins love thee. And who are the virgins? They are the upright. That's who the virgins are. Now he said the virgins love thee. We know this ain't Solomon now. Because it was not the virgin that loved Solomon. The one that loved Solomon was all them strange wives that he had, that the Lord said he wasn't supposed to have. Those are the ones that love. When he built all these pagan shrines to all these wives that he had, those are the ones that love him. But it said, the virgins love thee, even the upright love thee. Go ahead and read on.
Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chamber.
Go ahead.
We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine.
Go ahead.
The upright love thee.
See what it said? The upright love thee. Who is the upright? Those are the ones that's walking in right. Them women that love Solomon, they weren't walking in no righteousness, was it? Because they were dealing with all these pagan gods here, right? But it said the upright love thee. And he said thy name is more precious than oil, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And what name is it that is precious today?
Jesus.
Jesus is the name, right?
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? What is the only name given under the heaven where you might be saved? Jesus, isn't it?
That's right.
And when somebody is possessed with a demon, what name do you call over them?
Jesus.
Jesus, don't you? So that name is as an ointment. You know what an ointment is? It is for healing.
That's right, brother.
That is and every time somebody is sick, what name did the Bible say you're supposed to pray over them under? The name of Jesus. So it is as an ointment. Go ahead and read some more.
Verse
That's
5.
who you dealing with, Jesus here. Go ahead and read on.
I am black, but comely.
Wait a minute. He said what he is?
I am black.
He said, I am black, but comely. This is the keeper of the vineyard here. And we know that Jesus is the keeper of the vineyard. Go ahead and read some more.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me.
Now don't read this and say, well, the sun made him black, because the sun don't make you black.
That's right, brother.
When have you ever seen a Gentile sunbathing and when he was done, he was black? You ain't never seen that, have you? You understand what I'm telling you? So now that wasn't the sun that made him black. But he said, I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. Go ahead and read on.
My mother's children were angry with me.
Go ahead.
They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept.
Now who was this vineyard? This vineyard was the nation of Israel.
Right,
didn't it? And then he said, I'm going to tear down the hedges thereof, and I'm going to tear down the walls thereof, and I ain't going to prune it or dig about it or none of that.
That's right.
My own vineyard. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept. So now who is this that say he's comely and black? This is Jesus that we are reading about. He is an Israelite, in case you didn't know that. You know, Paul even told you that in the 9th chapter of Romans, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
According to the flesh, even Jesus is an Israelite. Let's go further now. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7, and I want you to read one verse, verse 9. Just get a brief description of Jesus. 7 and 9. Daniel 7, and we're going to pick it up at verse 9. 7 and 9. Daniel 7 and 9. Seven and 9. Just making the point here. Ain't about nothing but making the point. Start reading at verse 9. Go ahead and read.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
And the hair of his head like what?
The pure wool.
Like the pure wool. What do we read about the Negro? Didn't they have the woolly hair?
Yes, sir.
Let's go and look at another. Let's go this time to Revelation chapter 1, and we'll pick it up at verse 12. Revelation 1, and we'll pick it up at verse 12. 1 and 12. 1 and 12. Go ahead and read.
And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
Go ahead.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
And we know this is Jesus. He said, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Go ahead and read on.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now his head and his hairs, it said, was white like wool. Go ahead and read on.
As white as snow.
Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
You burn some brass in a furnace and tell me what color it's going to come out.
Yes, sir.
Just giving you a brief description of how Jesus looked. Read that next verse.
And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword.
Now that is good. That is good. Now let's go now to Matthew chapter 2, and we'll begin reading at verse 13. Matthew 2, and we'll pick it up at verse 13. Show you what Jesus' family did with him when Herod was trying to kill him. Matthew chapter 2, and we'll pick it up at verse 13. 2 and 13. 2 and 13. Just a friendly reminder. Don't forget how the Egyptians look. Just a friendly reminder. I know you got a short memory. Now, there was a baby killing during the birth of Jesus as well. You know, just like there was during the days of Moses. When Pharaoh said, kill all the men, child, Hebrew boys. Then now, and at this time, Herod wanted to kill all of the Hebrew boys that was born at this time. Start reading at Matthew chapter 2, began at verse 13. Go ahead and read.
And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him.
Wait a minute, he was an Israelite. What is you going to take him down there in Egypt for and hide him? Now, that's what he was taking him for, wasn't it?
Yes,
he said, you don't take him down there, you hide him down there. Because Herod seek to kill him.
Yes, sir.
So now what is he going to Egypt for? What are you going among a people that look like this for? Unless you look like this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, sir.
Do that make sense?
Makes sense, brother.
If he looked like them pictures that we've been shown all our life, why would you take him and hide him among some people that look like this? He would stand out like a sore thumb.
That's right.
You're going to hide him among some people that look like his own, right?
That's right, brother.
I'm going to go hide in Winnetka.
Yes,
There's maybe 2 people out there that look like me. And I done did a crime now. I'm running from the law. I got to hide. Make sure they don't catch me. I'm going to run out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to somewhere where everybody there look like me. So I can just walk among the people
blend in.
And don't look no different from nobody else.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Right.
So now the Lord said, you take him down there and you hide him in Egypt till I send for him. Go ahead and read on.
Verse 14.
Go ahead and read.
When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt.
Go ahead.
And was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Out of Egypt have I called my son.
Now, that is good. I just wanted to show you. Now, the Lord done had Jesus. And we know he's an Israelite, dark-skinned race of people. He's going to hide him from Herod, make sure Herod don't kill him. Where did he send him? Down into Egypt to a people that look like him. Let's go now to Luke chapter 21. Show you what Jesus said had to happen to these Israelite people here. This is what Jesus said. You know, you read in the Old Testament, don't nobody want to hear that. You know, that's that Old Testament, and all that stuff been fulfilled already, and we don't want to hear nothing about it. Okay, we'll read it out of the New Testament